So this is a non-spoiler review of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Now, I went to see this today. For a bit of context, the movie franchise in general, I'm not the biggest fan of. I am a very big fan of Tom Cruise, his films. Despite whatever he's like in real life, a lot of people usually go there first. To me, I just think he's a really good actor. He's done so many good films over the years. The Mission Impossible franchise, though, I'm not a massive fan of. I want to like them more than I actually do. So for context of this review, bear in mind that my favourites are probably the first one, and then the last two that came out prior to this. So that would be Fallout and then Dead Reckoning. I would also add The Final Reckoning to that. I thought this was a great film. I know a lot of people have been saying it's good but not great. No, I would say it's great, but again, it's all subjective, so there's no right or wrong. In terms of how it fits in with the last one, the Dead Reckoning film from 2023, that film's a little bit more action-packed. It's a bit more kind of crashy, smashy. It's more in line with all of the other films that they've done up to that point. This one is a lot more sort of tense and gripping. It's very long, drawn out. It's nearly a 3-hour film. To me, because I was enjoying it, it felt like 3 hours, but it didn't feel like a bad 3 hours. At no point did I look at my watch to think, oh god, how much more is there of this? In terms of story, it's been criticised for being lazy and doing MacGuffin storytelling. That's what you get with this franchise. Again, that's part of the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of this franchise. I wasn't a big fan of the Simon Pegg character in the previous ones. I just kind of found him annoying. I was a big fan of him earlier on, like in his career when he did like Spaced and Shaun of the Dead, but I just found him a bit pretentious in some of those early films. But I think in the last 3 films, I really like his character. I think he does really well in this. So there's a lot of other aspects to it as well. Without kind of getting into spoilers, it's kind of tricky, but it does. I would say it wraps things up, but you could say that about the other films on a negative for this film. Although it's supposed to be the final reckoning, there's nothing really about it that draws to a close really much more than any previous film. Maybe the one exactly prior to this was kind of to be continued, I guess, but every other film you could have said that would have been his last one potentially. Now, this one, it does kind of deal with a bit of an end of the world scenario, but it sounds a bit funny the way I said that, but obviously there's implications in previous films that the mission that they're doing is like, earth-shattering and world-changing. This one really is. This one comes down to the line in it, and it's really tense. There's some of the stuff underwater as well. The underwater sequences can always be a bit tricky in films, but in this, when I say tricky, I mean boring. But in this, they did really well. I don't want to say too much because I'm going to start getting into spoiler territory. So again, like I said, I know it's had fairly negative reviews, but I say don't listen to that. Go see it for yourself if you've got the time to spare. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll leave it there.